Hello, my leaders. Welcome to July. This week in July, we are talking about kindness, which is the next fruit of the Spirit that we're working on. And here is your new memory verse for the month. God began a good work in you, and I am sure that He will carry it on until it is completed. That is on the day that Christ Jesus returns. Philippians 1:6. All right, this first activity, what you're going to do is for the opening, when the kids are starting to come in, have them separate basically two different this or that groups. And so you'll be asking them questions, and they'll get to walk to one side of the room if they prefer this, or the other side if they prefer that. And so, for instance, the first one is riding bikes or swimming. Which would you rather do? And so you can say riding bikes, if you'd rather do that, go to this side, and swimming, if you'd rather do that, go to this side. Kind of just getting them warmed up and moving around a little bit to get that oxygen flowing in their brains. For this next activity, you will have some headbands, and these kids are not supposed to see what is on their headband when they put it on, but then the kid that's wearing the headband is able to ask 5 yes or no only questions to figure out if they can figure out what's on their headband. Okay, so have them just ask 5 of them. You will also have some note cards that you're able to use if you'd like to write your own headband words, and that may be a little bit easier for these kids. Remember that these kids do have a hard time reading, and so you might have to gather up the rest of the kids and say the word or sound out the word of what the actual kid is wearing without the kid that's wearing it hearing it, right? And then we're going after a Bible story, and we're hearing about the Good Samaritan. So this story is all about the Good Samaritan and how we should be kind to everyone around us. And even though the Good Samaritan was the least likely person to be able to help this Jewish man, he was the only one that helped him. And so we should be kind just like that, right? So this next activity is a breakdown of the Bible story. You will have some craft sticks and a big tablecloth, and you will also have some different road signs, or like names of roads basically, that they can do. And you also have a questionnaire that goes along with this. So split your group up into 2 different teams, okay, to where each team is battling to see how many sticks they can get towards the middle where the roads meet together between the different towns, okay? And these are the questions. You have 2 sets of them, and so ask them both in groups at separate times to see who can do it the fastest, right? And so have one leader do one side, have one leader do the other side. And as you go through these questions, it's good to go through them in order because they build on each other as well. A lot of them are true, false, and so they should be fairly easy for the kids, hopefully, to remember what went on in the story, okay? And then at the end, the team that had the most sticks on the grounds wins. And so you get the sticks by answering the question correctly. So as they answer a question correctly, they get to put down a stick. And then just keep going as fast as they can all the way to the other side, okay? And then expanding on the kindness, we have these little beads. And what they're going to do with these beads is each kid gets to choose 5 to 7 beads, something like that. And each color means a different kind of question. And so don't have them pick all the same color, because that's going to be harder for them. And you can tell them that up front too. But what they're going to do is go ahead and pick 5 or 7 different colors, and then on your leader guide, there is a color guide to what question you ask based on which color that they have. For instance, purple says, say something kind that you could do this particular week, okay? For instance, green says, say something kind about someone else in this small group. And so as they pick the different colors, they'll be able to use those different ways to show kindness to everyone around them. And then your last activity is just a closing activity with a coloring sheet, and so feel free to go for that as well. Thank you guys for all that you guys do. We will see you guys this weekend.